Here we are again, Subklinger. Currently playing a deck by Vengeful Raven. He was suggested on my Discord channel, so he always has very entertaining decks, so I'm happy to have some fun with it. Yeah, this is tricky. Edric the Fierce and Beast of Terror, because you want to have Beast of Terror right here. Probably we won't do that. Just put it next to it. Makes it a bit awkward, but not that much. Yeah, for now we are just do another small stream, chilling here. Do we want to do the Edric? It might be okay, I guess. It's a lot of value. Otherwise we can go very aggressive, which I think I like even a bit more. So let's go all in. We don't want to have any frozen core shenanigans. And this way we are blocking it. We will probably keep front. Even if he has frozen core here, I cannot even destroy it. It's pretty bad, but can't help it. Well, that's annoying. I really want to destroy it. Only not sure how. We need a runner. Well, this is the runner we are looking for, I guess. So we can basically do a Dark Harvest. It's also nice, deal 6 base damage. We do it afterwards. So the prototype doesn't die. Yeah, we cannot let the frozen core survive. That's just too dangerous. I will stop Geoframe immensely. Welcome, welcome. When will come out the new update for Stormbound? I'm really looking forward. That's Klinger ask. Most likely this week. They don't know for sure because they're like Shipyard has announced that there is a long waiting line to get your update done. So that's why it is. They cannot actually say the exact date, but I am expecting hopefully tomorrow or most likely not later than Thursday or something. I think it was somewhere written in the update announcement. I haven't looked at it that closely at the FAQ. Ouch. At least he loses front as well. Ooh, that was his whole turn. Well, that's pretty amazing. I think we should just need to be the aggressor here, I guess. So we will do an Edric. That's for sure. Hopefully left or right. See what happens. There's our Forgotten Souls. Just need enough front and then hopefully can push for lethal. I will stop Hoi Ein Nugen. Hope I pronounce your name correctly. It's quite difficult for me. And for everybody who has just joined, I am currently playing Vengeful Raven's deck. Pretty interesting one with Suri, Edric and Temple Guardians. I really like those cards you don't often see. Well, we are not going to do anything right now, I guess. Might just cycle this one out. Let's just make a column for Suri, Lord of Light. And we also push for 7. And our Edric becomes 10, so that's a nice target for Forgotten Souls and Dark Harvest. Getting somewhere. This is like the needle. Whatever, I don't know. It's something. Another one. So basically we have one, because we can start with Dark Harvest and then Forgotten Souls. Let's give him the handshake. So far this deck has done pretty well. What's up, Dark Shadow? Yeah, I'm doing amazing. Finally an update for Stormbound. Not that I like everything in it, but there are things coming up for us again. I think that's pretty amazing. We have something to talk about. New meta coming up. What's up, Mr. Kino? Welcome from the Netherlands. So everybody who's just joined, this is the deck by Vengeful Raven. It's called Glory Days. And, well, it's like Temple Guardian, so that's fun. It got Suri, which is fun. Edric is fun. Dark Harvest is fun. Potion of Growth is silly, so that's fun. And just early game to survive. Doesn't have a lot of movers, so just like you see with Frozen Core, might be tricky to destroy it. But, well, let's see. Will there be new cards besides the legendary? For now, there won't. I'm not completely sure if they confirmed that there will be new cards in the second update. I think it's confirmed because they wanted to have additional confusion enablers like Fluffy the Bedboxers and Sweet Cap Kittens. So we will see some new stuff going on there. Another Winter Pact. Just a mirror from the previous match. Yeah. What I'm a bit sad about is that the winter nerf for the mana. Well, I'm always saying that Frozen Core and Gift of the Wise is overpowered. So, well, probably what I've been saying for the last 10,000 years has become reality. Because they look at the numbers and they saw they needed to get nerfed. So most likely their win rate was too high. Yeah, let's just push for now. So I think their win rate is too high, so they needed to fix it. Just maybe it seems a bit too harsh. I have a lot of ideas how to make a Frozen Core better. And Gift of the Wise has always been a problem, I guess. Look at this dude will lose his legs. But it seems that Winter received a lot of nerfs. So I'm not sure if Winter will survive it though. That might be a problem. If we do it like this, we're just gonna push in the whole baseline. This will counter the pirates moving forward. This will be annoying for Frozen Core. Maybe we go for Potion of Growth. It's Forgotten Souls. Like Forgotten Souls, Potion of Growth, Dark Harvest, lethal. I think the mana gain should be way more subtle. Now it's just way too powerful. Well, this is amazing. Do it like this. Yeah, we want to hurt the Ebon Rock as well. Yeah, now we're gonna keep Poison of Growth, right? 9 HP on the base left. And we'll stop this remand. Long time no see. Hope you enjoy the stream. Well, I will be playing some deck suggestions. Currently starting with Vengeful Raven 1. If you have one on your own, then feel free. Yeah, this guy is doomed for, unless he has like a lawless here. Yeah. Dark Shadow, my opinion is that the cards like Gift of the Wise are not the problem, but it's what people do with them. For example, Rockworker's nerf was appropriate. Yeah, I think Rockworker's nerf, just like I said in my video, it makes sense that it doesn't have movement. It basically builds a fort of Ebon Rock. Why should like stonemasons also move forward? They're not like warriors or whatever. It doesn't make sense. Like if you just think about it. And it doesn't make sense because you just make it. You can have like a double box, right? You can make front by the RNG of the Fort of Ebon Rock spawn. I think it makes completely sense that it doesn't move. But I think it will be, yeah, I don't completely agree, like, Give Us a Wise are not the problem. It's what people do with them. Well, what obviously, it opens up so many options. Like you have like Siren of the Seas, Temple Guardians. Well, Temple Guardians isn't really meta, so it's not one of the things actually, but 1 second. So I think Gift of the Wise and Frozen Core, they just enable too many options. And you don't want to, like, now Gift of the Wise isn't always include. I don't think there is any Winterpack deck that should not pick Gift of the Wise, and I think that's a bad thing. It's like a 7 mana card, or it will be an 8 mana card in the future. I think it should be a bit more balanced. This is good again, I guess. Gives us a lot of front. Ensures us that we got a front next turn as well. Yeah, now we're gonna cycle out Potion of Growth. Probably want a mover for the time. He's gonna do something nasty. Oh, he's going aggro. I think like the only solution, if I read it correctly, Dark Shadow is like, it's what people do with them. So they should just basically remove all high mana cost cards or make them even more higher. But then you can't do anything. Well, it's gonna be painful for sure. If he has a runner, it doesn't matter if he has a 1 HP, right? So I think I just need to use my Lawless Hurt. Go for the Forgotten Souls win. Oh, I shouldn't have played it right here, I guess. And this would have been stronger. Nah, never. It was always hitting the Edric. Well, nice counter run. See, doesn't matter. They'll still have killed me. Probably could have counted for a first machine or something, but he has so many runners like Half Guards as well and Wolf Cloaks. Like personally, I just think that the mana gain from Frozen Core and Give Us a Wise should be just really supple. Like what I like about Upgrade Point is that on Upgrade Point, it's basically, well now currently it's just overpowered Fort of Ebon Rock. But those structures are like a tiny bit weaker. but they enable like extra strength on the board. I think Frozen Core should also be something like that. Most likely we won't see a 5 mana Frozen Core, but a 3 or 4 mana Frozen Core that just gives 1 additional mana. And it's basically just 1 strength weaker than a Fort of Ebonrock. It's still gonna be strong if it's gives you 1 extra mana. And that in combination maybe with Gift of the Wise. Like maybe Gift of the Wise should be 1 card draw again, just a cycle. But then on it only gives you like 1 or 2 mana and draw a card. Like the cards slot for Gift of the Wise is just insanely high. But hopefully we will never well. A man should have played it here, then this would walk there, and then Suri wasn't paying attention. But it would have been way better. Because now I don't get any front. Don't get anything. No enabler for Suri as well. So that's super bad. Nice. I should have oh man. This is the only thing I can do, I guess. Psycho out Lawless. Well, I'm not sure which side it will attack anymore. I think this side will attack this side. I'm always confused. Let's hope it forces a green prototype to stack first. So you get a Suri. Look at how insane this is. Like, I like Winter Pact a lot. I just hate this. Nonsense. This is so boring. Like if you high roll enough as a Winter Pact player, like facing an opponent who doesn't counter your Frozen Core into Gift of the Wise, then you're just dead. GG, nothing to do. I'm not even sure what I'm doing. Doesn't make sense to defend. Why should you defend against Frozen Core? Never gonna win anyway. Don't have movers. It is only 4 damage. As long as this building survives, you cannot win. Unless Stesio doesn't know how to cycle or make a deck. But I doubt it on Platinum 3. Someone doesn't know how to make a deck right. Yeah, this is proof my point. Like, I'm playing 3 matches and all 3 use basically the same cards. Just a sick, boring Frozen Core Gift of the Wise game plan that we have seen 1 million times. Let's just even play, man. I don't care. Just a waste of time. And now I'm actually looking forward not to play these kind of like when you face bugs of Wasteland. People are just playing meta decks to win everything. It's fine. You need to do your quests, go to diamond or whatever. It's also super boring. But also I'm super happy to see that there is finally again a lot of discussion about people, and people have something to complain about as well, instead of just complaining about no updates, nothing happening. This is a way better situation where you can actually complain about updates, about the new legendaries you don't like, or not powered, or whatever the problem is. Well, Suri incoming, I guess. Just the waiting line. It's always awkward, starting with green prototypes, but against Swarm it doesn't matter that much. They don't have value traits, like Witches of the Wild or Windmakers. That is pretty okay, I guess. Yeah, Aaron's gonna be gonna see more play, I guess, right now. Aaron is already super strong. Maybe Joan just see it because it isn't really meta. But this will definitely change. Yeah, the funny thing is, if we do it like this, he wants to destroy it, and then Beast of Terror might kill everything. But he needs to destroy it with a Satire. I think we cannot wait for this. We need like something like a Dark Harvest, for example. It is gonna be a problem. We got gifted Potion of Growth, Summon Militia. If this gets killed, oof. So he's just gonna take the 7, I guess. He's in all-in rushing mode. Yeah, let's go. We have some time, maybe. Should have cycled for Forgotten Souls. He's gonna be scared out of his pants. So he will deal with this. Because he's almost dead. If he doesn't. We got double box and Dark Harvest. We only need to do 4 damage. Oh, nice. Or nice. It is a few damage. I think we should block a little bit. At least for a short while. Just need to do 2 more damage. And then Dark Harvest can do the rest. And there's Forgotten Souls as well. So we're getting really close. Like Restless Goats, if he's gonna play it, it needs to be a really quick cycle, but most likely that won't happen. Yo, Talaf. Miman told me to say hi. Is it your mother? What a lobster. I'm just walking sideways. Haven't been playing that much for the ranked. Mostly just play Brawl. And do my quests and then be over with it. Alright. GG. At least the base HPs are okay, so doesn't feel I'm stomping 15 base HP opponents. We're getting there. For our quest. Oh, we also need to do a Shadowfen win. Let's do a quick Shadowfen deck, unless somebody, well, maybe someone can suggest a nice Shadowfen deck. That will be fun to do. Submit your Shadowfen deck. So let me get to the updates as well. Maybe we can just go over it a little bit as well while we're just waiting or playing. Oh, wrong. Bot node 23.8. Haven't used Temple Guardians at all, which is a pity. And another Winter Pact. Thought we had all our Winter Pacts already, but everybody's playing Winter Pact nowadays. Just before Winter Pact doesn't become OP. This is your last chance to play it. Staying alive. Yeah, let's keep green prototypes from moving. Get us in position for a nice Edric position or something, or a Beast of Terror. Frozen Core incoming here. I know he wants to. All Winter Pact players needs to play a Frozen Core. What? This guy is stupid, man. Such a noob. He doesn't deserve to play Winter Pact. If you're... I'm not sure what you're doing. If you're playing your Frozen Core here, you don't know how to play Winter Pact. Just play Frozen Core right here. Go into Gift of the Wise. Use your clear up cards. Beat Swarm. Might have done something better for Suri enabling. We can still do it maybe next turn here with Lawless and Suri fly over it. Well, if he has Gift of the Wise, Broken Earth Drakes, I'm gone. Ooh, Victor's even. That is painful. Cannot win, right? Or can we? We can only run in for 3. Yeah, we don't need this one. Temple Guardians. Lol. Yeah, now you cannot even use Broken Earth Drakes to clear it up. So I think this is the best we can do. So it will be it will be a bit less. But it's even actually good for us, because now we can use Dark Harvest and Potion of Growth. And they just play this removal stuff. I think we should just go for that. Or should we go for Temple Guardians? But this is just gonna slow and then we're gonna lose. Doesn't make sense to go for such a silly play. Let's just hope he cannot. Well, obviously he can. What am I talking about? Why do they have to nerf the Winter Pact that hard? Because I think Winter Pact has a win rate that's just too high. Like they see a number, like all the kingdoms, for example, have like 45% win rate. Like Shadowfen, Swarm, Ironclad 45, and then Winter Pact has a win rate of 65. Well, then you need to nerf it. It's as simple as that. You just have to make sure that kingdoms are around 50% win rate. And I think Winter Pact is just way too high. And that's why they felt the urge to nerf it. And that's the problem, because you're never making friends if you're gonna nerf a kingdom everybody likes because it has a high win rate. But and update, I think they said this week, so hopefully we can see the update coming in tomorrow or something, or Thursday or Wednesday. But they're really expecting this week, I guess, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it was painful, but it's fine. Just need to have... Just gonna do this. Ooh, there's one big brain. I think we're going for Temple Guardians right now. We're gonna cycle at least something. Well, that's a GG. This will spawn forward and then Dark Harvest can do the rest. But I just see it as a challenge. I think Winter Pact definitely needs some changes besides the one that are done. But basically this is the first update, right? So they see high win rates. They're gonna use a shotgun on the biggest cards that shows the most win rate, or the best win rate, I need to say. And I think there will be an update in 1 month or 2 months from now on, which they already announced, where they're already working on as well. And that will have like 30 cards update, and they will do so much more rebalancing and such. I think that will be a good time for Stormbound. This is just a quick and dirty update fix, it feels a bit like. It's always bordering, right? Yeah. Nice. It's a nice Suri as well. I think with the current states, we can still have success with Winter Pact. Like Frozen Core. I just wonder how execution will be embraced by the community. Like we just saw once execution being used, but I don't often see people use the card. We're playing against this dude. If you play against Shadow Fan, I think Beast of Terror might be good for all the toadies. Yeah, Ember Heights can be painful, but can play around everything, right? This also lets him keep focusing on his own baseline. Oh, he's not gonna convert it. This would have been way better. That's a misplay. Soon would have done 4. And everything would have been destroyed. I'm just gonna play it here, I guess, just to counter a bit more of the Witches of the Wild shenanigans. Dark Harvest and Lawless Herd is pretty sweet, especially if one of these 3 will go forward. See? Blood Ministers. GG, man. Always play around the Blood Ministers, Witches. That's kind of tricky tricks. I think we're gonna see a rise in Ironclad Rush. I think those guys will be come pretty strong in the new meta. Like basically all the elders are nerfed, so control is weakened in general. Like Winter Pact isn't dominating the late game. And Swarm doesn't have Herald's Hymn, or at least one turn later. So that slows down things as well. Makes it a bit more easy for other mid-range decks to counter the hyper aggro of Swarm. Like one turn later Herald's Hymn is pretty big. Because then all your units on this side will be basically standing here, running inside your opponent's base. Against Swarma. Should have played it on the sides. Oh, maybe not, doesn't really matter with green prototypes. Let's just see. Just need front. We get front, then we have a better Edric spot. This is just good for defense. Obviously it isn't as good, but we're facing a Swarm Rush, who is basically already on our baseline. So Edric wouldn't do much, and this is super bad. This is even worse for him as well. Alright, rush denied. Now let's go. Now we have breathing time, so if we're gonna cycle into Temple Guardians, it's a queen obviously. The other boring meta we got. I don't need this one. Yeah, I was thinking about Suri. I think we need to do it like this. This way we're gonna get a lot of Beast of Terror value. It's definitely worth it. Ouch. We'll get another hit. It's the most annoying thing. Alright. That's something for next turn. That's really bad. Maybe this survives. Tries to destroy this. Otherwise we're gonna play Temple Guardians. Look at this value. Feels bad. Was hoping for a token somewhere here. So we could fly. Like these spots were the best. Flying over the Queen of Hearts or the Dreadfun dude. Alright. Well, this is good for us. We have a full value Temple Guardians. But this is even better, right? This is just as good. Or not as good, but it's insanely good. Yeah, I think we can keep these. Temple Guardians is still pretty sick. If we get another row like this. This will walk here. And then we will crush it. So he won't get value unless he has like Forgotten Souls or Heralds him. That's 1 damage. Oh, he will have another. He will have another Victors of the Melee. That's just a 9 front. Now we also do a lot of damage. And he has Victors of the Melee here or this spot. Only dealing 2 damage. 2 units damage. Next time you can do Temple Guardians. And continue our rush. Hope for Forgotten Souls. Oh, 1 more damage. Slowly we are getting there. Where we're gonna keep our front a bit easier because he's gonna use the Victors of the Melee here, and then Draconic Roamers, he might clear everything. Just as expected. Look, we just called in all his moves before he's making them. Those are the best. Beast of Terror doesn't work on non-dragons, so that's always a pity. We might run into Potion of Growth. Then we have lethal right here. So let's hope for that. It's 7, it's 12. That's awkward. This makes a lot of sense, to be honest. I think we're just gonna beat it up a little bit so our token knights will survive. You just have to deal with this, but it doesn't attack right now. Like 27 on the left side, so most likely we're gonna get front here. So all needs to have a Dreadfons to block everything. Ooh, veterans. Interesting. If we do an Edric, I think we're gonna do a Forgotten as well. So this dies, everything moves up a little bit. 7, 10, 12. There's no way we're gonna anyway else. Our row man. GG. Thank you, 3D Mills Music. We can win again, Queen of Hearts. Right, let's look at our quests. We also got a deck suggestion like Dark Shadow Dragons. So already have some experience with Shadow Dragons. Wasn't really good, but let's see how it goes. Avian Stalkers. How this can. I don't want to play this deck. Right, let's play Dark Shadow Dragons. Dark Shadow Drag. Right, so which does he use? A Dubious, Crimson Sentry, Wandering Worms, also Witches. I like this one. This feels a bit more serious. Also no Blood Monocordia. Witches and Soul Crushers already added. Only 5. This dude. Spare Dragonlings, obviously. Conflicted Drakes. Beast of Terror. I'm missing one card. And Potion of Growth as well. Interesting why you choose Poison of Growth. See a lot of Potion of Growth. Not the biggest fan. Well, in Swarm it's nice because you can get a lot more damage out of your head. But like preferring, I would like Tagore a bit more. That's probably also personal preferences. It's also another dragon for dangerous suitors, which spawn a dragon by chance. Yeah, and Ludic Matriarchs might not work that good since it will be a bit tricky with a lot of elders going around. But let's just try the Soul Crushers. So if Cordia can be used for which one, then we should be Jewel Crushers, I guess. Then it's actually the Shadow Dragons. I still kept Suitors. Yeah, Suitors is also getting hard countered in this current meta where most people run a confinement. And all winter uses a Siren of the Seas. Or not all, but most of them. I want to keep Beast of Terror against this dude. For example, if he plays Azure Hedges or Rain of Frogs, Beast of Terror is just so much value. And now we got a dragon for spare dragon links. And we got our Wandering Worm, spare dragon link combo as well. That's a nice green proto. I think this is better, right? Now we have like one big dragon going up. Just one big target for Ember Heights. Right. I'm fine taking 7 damage. Yeah, I'm most likely. Yeah. Whatever, not sure. I'm gonna play Blood Mother Cordia next turn. Perhaps on our baseline. So we got a lot of dragons going on. Any shenanigans with Obsidian Butchers are gone at that point. Might also have been good to play Beast of Terror behind Green Guild types. Everybody is playing this shenanigan, so that's pretty good for us. Oh, good luck, man. 21 strength incoming next turn. Unless you have Blade Storm or Needle Blast. If he has Galaxy, it will just do 1 green prototypes. And it will need like 9 mana. At that point we will swarm his whole deck. Why attacking green prototypes and not a Cordia nest? That's a misplay for sure. Probably better turns than this, but most likely should have cycled first. Feeling maybe a bit too confident. One, two, three, four, 5. So this will become a 30 strength. Pretty sweet. Oh, you can cycle out the Crimson. This one won't need that anymore, ever. We're gonna soak it up. 13 strength will be enough. Or even bigger. It's 10 strength. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, it also counts itself. Or not. I'm not sure. Every other, right? So 18 more. Yeah, the problematic thing with the Klaxi, with Rain of Frogs, all those kind of cards, they are just pretty slow. Nice. Now this cannot be converted as well. You don't want to destroy it. You have to destroy it and it might be buffing 50-50 chance one of the other dragons in front. Yeah, this guy is gone. Like if he has like, he didn't even have enough mana, but Cleric with Quartz. That's a GG. Alright, got that one in, which epic, just grace. Sweet, let's do one more of Dark Shadow. How do you get legendary cards? Well, you just wait for the update coming, and then every 19 days, 18 days, or 16 days, every 16 days, you will get enough rubies for Mythic Tome. And that will on average give you a bit more than one legendary. Because the middle quest will become 5 rubies. Yeah. Yeah, we cannot risk it. This is bad, should have played it here. Now he has a runner, war front, and then won't survive. And otherwise, yeah, you just have to, well, basically you can do a couple of things. You can get, grind a very strong deck, mostly out of commons and rares as a first player. And then you basically just rush to platinum. Once you are in platinum, you get every month 1 free legendary. And if you go to diamond, you can even get like 2 legendaries. I think your ETA. Look how bad this is. So stupid. At least we're gonna do some nice shenanigans. Forgot that this needs to be played bordering a friendly dragon. Maybe this is fine. This is too slow. Yeah, so it's always gonna be a problem. Like I think with the current economic system, like if you are free to play, your legendaries will be useless, since you won't get enough copies to play them. I think Shipyard wants to fix it by providing a more easy way for free-to-play players to get fusion stones and to get more legendary cards if they want to buy mythic tomes. Well, this is pretty sweet, I guess. clean up party. I want Blood Mother Cordia. So now you will, so that's one of the options, and that's a bit more problematic, because then you need to play like 6 months before you can get legendaries, and otherwise if you buy them from Humble Books, like there's a very small, like maybe 1 in 100 Humble Books you get 1 legendary. So that's just enough to play and have some fun in equals, but not more than that. So the alternative is just farming rubies. Get 80 rubies, buy Mythic Tome, and with the update that will be coming, basically with the update that will be coming every 16 days, so you might get 2 Mythic Tomes every month as a free-to-play player, and that's pretty decent, I guess. 5, 6. We don't need this one. Now that is interesting. What is better? Deal 3, gain 3. Just want to get rid of this. Push for damage like this. Let them focus on this, and then Blood Mother Cordia can be played next turn. Yeah, legendaries are useless if you aren't like the earlier systems. You could get like compensation if you have cards on level 5. And that's how I got most of my legendaries. It was just farming coins every day as well, and then convert those to fusion stones. And that's gone. You will. This is just gonna take 8 damage. I just want to play this card. Let's just go Blood Mother Cordia style. So I think that in the past was way easier to get all those legendaries. Once you reach the rank 5 or higher, like basically the Diamond League in current system. And yeah, I think for new players it will be a bit better if they invest their stuff into those. This guy, man, will be a bit better because they will get all the legendaries just a little bit quicker. And hopefully, if they invest their fusion stones in, they can like make a deck with a level 2 legendary, with level 2 epics and rares, and then level 3 commons, something like that. Yep, that's the plan. That's the 3D monster music. Well, this is the deck that Dark Shadow Dragons provided me, which is basically pretty sweet. Worked pretty well as well. Crimson Sentry hasn't seen much play, but it is nice if you are on the losing side or you face a swarm player who is rushing you down. So I think this is still pretty sweet. But Mother Cordia is fun to play with, as you could see. And Dangerous Suitors is a nice finisher. Not sure about Potion of Growth. Personally, I would replace this one with a mover. Not sure if it will be Helio Troopers or Fateless Prophets. Or Totally Elevated is also fun. Or just another dragon. Most likely I won't go for the Sunbeam Dragons. That card is pretty underwhelming in my experience. I'll stop Lovro. But this is also gonna be the end of the stream. Because I did my questies. And yeah, I also want to prepare some dinner. So I will do that. Thank you guys for watching. And sorry Lovro for just tuning in and seeing the stream ending. I also want to shout out to Vengeful Raven for the Glory Days deck, which was the start of my stream, but was a lot of fun. This stream will be immediately available on my YouTube channel, so if you want to go on YouTube Lovro, you can just watch from the beginning, so feel free to do that. Anyways, everybody else, thanks for watching, thanks for the discussion, and well, probably see you guys tomorrow. Cheers.